Yo, what up, hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Sangiev. Today we're back with another video. It's early in the month, meaning that we're going to wrap things up with regards to last month in our monthly fashion favorite. This is usually the place where I talk about my recent pickups, the music that I've been vibing to, any books that I've read, and any movies that I've seen. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. The month of April usually is very quiet for me because it is a heavy month with regards to birthdays. It's my brother's, my mum's, and my dad's birthday, meaning that all the money gets spent on everyone but me. However, I was able to come across some pieces, and so I'm going to be showing them today. First up, we've got a care package sent by the guys over at Kira, or Cut by Kira. An insane brand. It's new to my understanding. It's new, it's still in its early stages. They've just released their first collection and they do them in drops. Starting off with item number one, we've got this Fumo, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, F-U-M-O, Fumo silk shirt. And as you can see straight off the bat, it's just crazy, man. You've got this insane silver detailing. It is obviously super lightweight. This is a size medium. It does have an ever so slightly oversized feel to it. The cut on it is insane. As you can see, a really nice sort of opened revere collar. The buttons are really small, and with this piece being the material that it is somewhat fragile. At the same time, the price point that it comes at, you would take care of it basically. Just an insane piece. Now obviously the silver color to it might not be for everyone. It is, as mentioned previously, very lightweight, but it's not as see-through as you would imagine. Like, the nature of the material allows for the light to just be absorbed and not necessarily, basically it's not as see-through as you think. So this was item numero uno. I'll be sure to leave the links to everything mentioned here in the description box down below. Next up, we've got another shirt. This one, so cool. I absolutely love the colors. And obviously, if I was to speak for the majority, this is definitely the more wearable stuff. So with this guy, you've got this sand colored wool button up. It is actually primarily silk. I think it's like 85% silk, 15% wool. Beautiful shirt, love the colors. It's got this ever so slight stripe like detailing. It's almost like a ribbed like texture, but you really need to look into it deep. I only have 2 pointers for the shirt. A, the buttons are really small. It's a bit nitpicky at times, so in an ideal world, bigger buttons would be so much better, at least in my opinion. And then the next up, this can be either a pro or con. I personally don't mind it because I think it adds a bit of character to each piece, but the material is extremely delicate. It's very easy to get caught onto things. Now, as someone who wears ring all the time, this is like my nemesis. I usually tend to wear my rings last, so then it doesn't get pulled onto any of the material. That is item number 2 from the guys over at Kira. And then last but certainly not the least, the banger. Ooh, just look at that shit, man. It is insane. You've got the glass silk bomber jacket. First of all, let's talk about that material. As you can see just from here and the on body, the way that it attracts light and the way that it kind of plays with the light is insane. Oh, just yeah, there isn't much else I can say really. Insane coloring. The material is soft to the touch. It is lined on the inside, so you don't have to worry too much about that whole pulling issue that I was talking about earlier. An incredible construction. You've got this flap at the front that covers the zipper, 2 pockets at either side. You've got this back vent in the back as well that kind of adds for extra detailing. It also softens the movement whenever you go to reach for anything, so that's why brands have back panels. Black ribbing detail that can be found on the collar, on the sleeves, and at the bottom of it. I think a big reason why I'm a fan of Kira is because they're very original. Like, it's so easy for brands, especially these days. We see brands come and go all the time, and they kind of replicate designer pieces for more affordable price points, which is great, but to me, I don't know, man, I just can't get behind the idea of like replicas. Sure, pull some inspiration, that's absolutely fine, but put your own twist to it. And I think Kira does such a great job with it. To me, the cut of this piece is very original. I can see the inspirations drawn from the likes of Heido Ackerman. They took that on board, they put their own spin to it with regards to the cut, the material, and they've come out with their own product, and I'm a big supporter of that. So it is, I think the handle on Instagram is like Cut by Kira, and the brand itself is called Kira, as far as I'm aware. Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, but if you wish to have a look at it, unfortunately, I believe 2 out of the 3 pieces are sold out, but I'll be sure to leave everything in the description box. And then last but certainly not the least, we've got this piece, which I actually touched upon on my last video. It is a recent pickup, so I thought I'd include it on here as well and give you guys a better look at it. It is the Palmer pouch, holster pouch thing. So as you guys know, I was looking for these gun holster like pouches in an ideal world, and I'm still looking for one actually in black leather. But then a lot of you guys recommended me this brand. I looked at it online, found out that they were also selling in a store on Berwick Street called One by One. I went in store, tried it on, copped it. It is so sick. You've got two detachable pouches at either side. They've got a big pocket with a flap and also concealed with a zip. You can have a shitload of things, man. I often just carry my wallet, my keys, and my phone, and that's pretty much what I carry on a day-to-day. It just avoids me from reaching into my pocket. As I mentioned to you guys previously, having rings, especially one ring in particular, which I'm not wearing today, but any rings that have details that pops out that is slightly too big will often be catching on to things, and so I hate putting my hands in my pocket. This is definitely a cool way to kind of avoid that altogether, and I love the sort of military vibe that I get with this. It can be altered with regards to the size. You can leave them drop down lower, you can have them slightly higher. I like to have them high and very easy for me to reach with my hands. And that is that with regards to pickups. I know there's usually a lot more in monthly favorites, but as I said, it's been a quiet month. Moving on to music favorites, here are 10 songs that I've been vibing to. Some of them might be old, some of them might be new. Enjoy.
Niggas hating on me, I ain't used to that. Know a couple people want to shoot for that.
With the mob, shout out to the lords and the gods. In love with my bitch cause she vibe, my ice like the stars. I tell her,
baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just popped a Zan, 50,000 in Japan.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now.
Cash moves everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
Buzz down, roll it, Audemars, plain Jane, blow dang, poetry.
Cause that's exactly what's expected when your skin black. They wanna see you dab, they wanna see you pop up.
Go away, go away, if you're only gonna bring bad vibes.
You can't have my information.
I just wanna see how beautiful you.
Moving on from that, we've got books and movies. Haven't been reading any books, or at least I'm still reading the one book just extremely slowly, which is really bad, man. I really want to get back into the whole like reading a book a month. It's just so good for you, but for some reason I'm just being extremely slow. And moving on to movies, I've seen a few, but there is one that I wish to talk about, and it's called Antonio Lopez, 1970s Sex, Fashion, and Disco. What an incredible movie. It's definitely, out of the ones that I've seen anyway, the least popular, the least heard of, and you really need to do some digging if you wish to have a look at it online. If you're interested in fashion, then I definitely recommend you guys to watch this movie. It is about an illustrator called Antonio Lopez, who was massive in the 1970s, early 80s. He used to illustrate for designers and for all the big publications. This documentary takes a look at his life, but also what fashion used to be like in the 70s. You've got some cameos from young Karl Lagerfeld, Andy Warhol, loads of artists. Bill Cunningham, who recently passed away, gave like a beautiful interview throughout this documentary. It was almost like a narrative to his life. Such a sick insight into what this elusive world, like it didn't used to be as open as it is today, with obviously access to social media and whatever. So check it out. I'm going to include a tiny bit of the trailer right now because I don't want to get hit by copyrights. Enjoy.
When they went to Paris, they met up with Karl Lagerfeld.
His apartment was like the hub of everything that was going on.
It was sort of a swell of recognition.
Europe was renewing itself. It was a renaissance.
And that is going to conclude this April fashion favourites. Thank you very much for watching. If you wish to follow me on my social media, it's all right here in this corner, Sangiev. If you haven't had a chance yet, the BDY Awards have gone live, and you may place your votes using this card right here. It will take you to the video. You press on the eye icon, and then you vote for whoever you believe should go to Berlin for the following stages. But that is that from me. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace.